Welcome to Module 9, Common Pitfalls and Best Practices. Training Objective. The goal of this module is to help participants understand the common mistakes that occur during IATF 16949 implementation and maintenance. We'll also explore best practices for driving continual improvement and using digital tools effectively. This module is not just about what to do. It's also about what not to do. Avoiding common traps can save time, resources, and prevent nonconformities during audits. Target audience. This session is useful for all employees, especially those in management, quality, project leadership, and internal audit teams. Training duration. This session takes around 1.5 to 2 hours, and it includes interactive discussions and real-world experience sharing. So, let's begin by understanding what typically goes wrong and how we can do it better. Let's begin by understanding why this module exists. We've already covered what IATF 16949 is and how to implement it. Now it's time to learn from real-world successes and failures, not just our own, but others as well. Purpose of this module. Avoid mistakes. Learning from others' mistakes helps prevent costly errors and delays in our own journey. Accelerate implementation. We adopt proven best practices instead of trial and error. Ensure sustainability. A good QMS is one that continues to improve, not just one that ticks boxes. Embrace continual improvement. Think of Kaizen, making small, steady improvements part of our culture. Key message. Remember, IATF 16949 is a journey, not a one-time destination. It requires consistency, patience, and a mindset of learning and evolving over time. Example. Think of climbing Mount Everest. You wouldn't just pack your bag and start walking. You'd study other climbers' experiences. What worked, what failed, what dangers to avoid. This module is like that. A collection of lessons learned to guide you better. Let's now look at two of the most common mistakes organizations make while implementing IATF 16949. Mistake 1. Lack of top management engagement. The big one. Description. Often, top management simply delegates all responsibility to the quality manager, without any involvement in resource planning, strategy, or oversight. Impact. This leads to the perception that QMS is just a quality department's job. There's no business-wide buy-in, decisions are weak, and budget constraints hit hard. Example. Management reviews become rubber stamp meetings, not actual decision-making forums. Training and equipment requests are often rejected due to lack of understanding and support. One of the most common pitfalls is what we call the paperwork factory. This happens when teams focus too much on writing procedures and filling out forms without making sure those procedures are actually being followed or add any value. The description highlights the tendency to create documents for audits, not for real use. The impact? A clear disconnect between what's written and what's really happening. Auditors will flag this because they'll see procedures not being followed on the shop floor. Wasted time, wasted effort, and no real improvement. Example to explain, operators may never look at the SOPs, or forms may just be filled to check a box, with no actual data analysis or process correction. English speaker notes. ये कॉमन गलती है जब हम सिर्फ डॉक्यूमेंट्स बनाते हैं, बिना ये चेक किए कि वो एक्चुअल प्रोसेस में यूज भी हो रहे हैं या नहीं। सिर्फ ऑडिट के लिए पेपर्स बन रहे हैं, ग्राउंड पे कुछ इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं हो रहा। इसका रिजल्ट? ऑडिटर को लगता है कि आपका सिस्टम सिर्फ दिखावा है, रियल प्रोसेस फॉलो नहीं हो रहा। वक्त और रिसोर्स दोनों बर्बाद होते हैं। एग्जाम्पल, फॉर्म्स फिल हो जाते हैं सिर्फ दिखावे के लिए, लेकिन डेटा का कोई एनालिसिस या एक्शन नहीं होता। Mistake 3. Insufficient internal audit program English speaker. Notes. Next, we often see internal audits treated as a formality, done just to say it was done. Auditors may be untrained, or audits may not cover all areas. This results in major nonconformities being missed, which only show up during external audits. And that can be a disaster. The system fails to self-correct. Example: an internal audit might only check if the document exists, not whether the process actually works. English speaker. Notes: दूसरी बड़ी गलती होती है इंटरनल ऑडिट सिर्फ फॉर्मेलिटी के लिए करना. ऑडिटर प्रॉपरली ट्रेंड नहीं होते या ऑडिट हर एरिया में नहीं होता. इस वजह से जो बड़ी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं वो इंटरनल ऑडिट में मिस हो जाती हैं और एक्सटर्नल ऑडिट में एक्सपोज होती हैं. एग्जाम्पल: ऑडिट बस देख लेता है डॉक्यूमेंट है या नहीं लेकिन प्रोसेस सही चल रहा है या नहीं, वो चेक नहीं होता. Continuing with the common mistakes during implementation. Mistake 4. Weak root cause analysis, RCA, and corrective actions, CA. Description. Many organizations only address the symptom, not the real root cause of nonconformities. This results in ineffective corrective actions and the problems keep coming back. Impact. You'll face recurring quality issues, customer complaints, and even auditors flagging the same nonconformities again and again. This indicates that your QMS is not truly improving. Example: a part keeps failing. The correction is, rework it. A weak CA would be blaming the operator. A strong CA would be to analyze things like machine wear, training gaps, or material consistency. Mistake 5. Ignoring customer-specific requirements, CSRs. Description: some companies focus only on IATF 16949 clauses and ignore the specific requirements of automotive customers, OEMs. Impact: this leads to non-conformities, loss of business, and customer dissatisfaction. Example: if a customer has a specific packaging requirement or expects you to use a particular submission portal and you don't follow it, you've already failed their expectations. Now let's move to the final 2 common mistakes seen during IATF 16949 implementation. Mistake 6. Lack of employee awareness and competence description. Employees don't clearly understand the QMS policies, quality objectives, or their role in quality. They might also lack the skills needed for their tasks. Impact: this leads to high error rates, human error, non-conformances, and poor communication. You also see a lack of ownership. Example: if an operator is asked about their department's quality objective and they don't know it, it shows poor awareness. Mistake 7. Delayed documentation, records keeping. Description: records are not updated in real time or they're incomplete, which creates discrepancies or missing evidence. Impact: you can't provide reliable proof during audits, and you also face issues with data-driven decision-making. Example: if inspection sheets are filled at the end of the shift instead of real time, the accuracy becomes questionable. Discussion prompt: which of these 2 mistakes is most common in your department? What's one small step we can take to fix it, starting today? This slide presents 2 real-world case studies to highlight common pitfalls during IATF implementation and what lessons can be drawn from them. Case Study 1. The Quick Fix. Trap. Scenario: a company rushed their IATF implementation by hiring a consultant to write all the documentation. They passed Stage 2 audit, but didn't fix the actual problems. Outcome: internal quality issues continued, customer complaints increased, and the company failed their first surveillance audit, resulting in suspension of their certificate. Lesson: IATF is not just about paperwork. It's about system effectiveness. You must perform proper root cause analysis and implement real corrective actions. Don't rush without full understanding. Case Study 2. The Siloed Implementation. Scenario: The quality department handled everything. Other departments like production and engineering didn't get involved. This caused poor communication and lack of ownership. Outcome: other departments resisted the system, audits were not taken seriously, implementation was delayed, and the system didn't get embedded properly. Lesson: IATF needs involvement from the entire organization. A multidisciplinary approach with management support and teamwork is essential for success. Case Study 3. The Customer Ignorance. Pitfall Scenario. In this case, the supplier focused only on the IATF 16949 standard clauses and ignored specific customer requirements, such as customized PPAP formats or unique audit processes for sub-suppliers. Outcome: as a result, they failed the customer-specific audits, lost new business opportunities, and even received a major nonconformity from the IATF certification body because they didn't comply with customer-specific requirements, CSRs. Lesson: never ignore customer-specific requirements. They are a critical part of IATF 16949 compliance. Always maintain a master list of all CSRs and ensure they are fully integrated into your QMS processes. Activity Chart Discussion Prompt. Ask the audience: have you seen similar situations or pitfalls in your organization or heard stories from colleagues? What did you learn from them? Encourage sharing of real but anonymized examples to promote learning. This slide highlights 3 best practices that help organizations continually improve their QMS under the IATF 16949 framework. Best Practice 1. Strong leadership and visible commitment. Description: top management must not just approve policies from the office. They should lead by example, be active in reviews, allocate resources, and support the QMS visibly. Example: a good example is a CEO who walks the shop floor regularly, asks about quality issues, praises improvements, and ensures management reviews focus on quality metrics. Best Practice 2. Process Approach. Thinking description: don't work in silos. View the company as a set of linked processes. Understand how each input affects the next process and how everything is connected. Example: instead of blaming the production team for defects, trace the entire process, from design, incoming material, to assembly, to find the actual system flaw. Best Practice 3. Robust Internal Audit Program. Description: internal audits should not just check for paperwork. They should be evidence-based, conducted by trained auditors, and focus on effectiveness, not just compliance. Example: auditors should check real production records, interview multiple team members, and confirm if past corrective actions were really effective. This slide introduces best practices 4 to 6, essential for enhancing the effectiveness and sustainability of the QMS. Best Practice 4. Effective root cause, analysis and problem-solving description. It's critical to use structured methodologies like 8D, A3, or Fishbone to get to the real root cause of issues, not just symptoms. Example: for any major customer complaint, the organization generates an 8D report detailing each step: problem description, root cause, containment, corrective action, etc., as proof of proper resolution. Best Practice 5. Data-driven decision-making. Description: good decisions require facts, not guesses. Collect and analyze data like scrap rates, OEE, overall equipment effectiveness, audit results, and complaints to monitor trends and drive decisions. Example: use SPC, statistical process control. Charts to track process variation. Review dashboards monthly to set improvement targets backed by real data. Best Practice 6. Employee empowerment and involvement. Description: Employees closest to the work often know the most. Encourage them to report issues, suggest improvements, and take ownership of quality. Example: use suggestion boxes, quality circle discussions, and cross-functional teams to bring in employee ideas and improve engagement. Best Practice 7. Proactive Risk Management. Description: instead of waiting for problems to occur, organizations must shift toward anticipating risks and putting preventive actions in place. Example: before launching a new product, a process FMEA, failure modes and effects analysis, is done to identify where failures might happen and what controls can reduce that risk. This ensures a smoother and safer rollout. Best Practice 8. Strong Supplier Management. Description: suppliers are not just vendors. They are an extension of your QMS. Their performance directly affects your output, so they must be managed carefully. Example: conduct supplier audits, set clear quality agreements, and continuously track supplier performance to maintain product quality and compliance. Activity Chi discussion. Prompt: ask the audience, what's one best practice that you think we're already doing well? And which one do you think we need to improve immediately? Encourage open feedback and document responses for your improvement roadmap. Why digital tools? Explain the benefits of digitalization. Efficiency: automates routine tasks, saves time and effort. Accuracy: reduces manual errors in data collection and analysis. Accessibility: centralized system allows easy access to information anytime, anywhere. Real-time data enables quicker decision-making using up-to-date insights. Traceability: tracks changes easily, great for audits and investigations. Compliance: helps ensure that required processes and documentation are consistently followed. Types of digital tools. 1. Electronic Document Management Systems, EDMS, used for controlling SOPs, forms, and work instructions. Features: version control, approval workflows, access rights, and search. Examples: SharePoint, Master Control, SAPQM, Team Center, etc. 2-point calibration management software, used to monitor equipment, calibration schedules, and history. Features: automatic reminders, storage of calibration certificates, and measurement data analysis. Examples: ERP/QMS, integrated modules or standalone tools. Encourage participants to think about what tools they already use and what gaps might exist in their current systems. This slide expands on more digital tools that enhance IATF compliance and improve quality management effectiveness. Additional types of digital tools. 1. Training Management Systems, LMS, used for tracking employee training skills and competence. Features: training matrices, course assignments, online assessments, record keeping. Example: internal HR LMS platforms like SAP SuccessFactors, Moodle, or custom QMS integrated tools. 2. Nonconformity and Corrective Action, NCCA. Software manages problem-solving end-to-end, from issue identification to corrective preventive actions, CAPA. Features: NC logging, root cause analysis, like 5 Whys, Fishbone, CAPA tracking, effectiveness verification. Example: dedicated CAPA modules in QMS like Master Control, ETQ, or SAP. 3. Statistical Process Control, SPC. Software used to monitor process performance and detect variation early. Features: control charts, real-time machine data collection, capability studies. Example: Minitab, Infinity QS, or machine integrated tools. 4th, audit management software. Helps plan, schedule, conduct, and report audits, both internal and external. Features: customizable checklists, findings tracking, audit scheduling, reporting. Example: audit modules within QMS platforms or standalone audit tools like Audit Board. Encourage the team to consider, are we using all these tools effectively, or are some areas still managed manually? Digital tool. Highlight supplier management portals. These tools help manage supplier performance and streamline communication. Features: supplier scorecards, document sharing, audit records, communication logs. Example: company-specific supplier portals, e.g., in automotive supply chains, or ERP-integrated tools like SAP Ariba or Evalua. Implementation considerations. 1. Needs assessment. Identify gaps and areas where a digital tool will actually add value. 2. Integration. Can the new tool work well with existing systems, e.g., ERP, QMS? 3. User training. A powerful tool is useless unless people know how to use it well. 4. Cost-benefit analysis. Make a strong business case before investing in new software. Example scenario: rather than tracking training via Excel, a digital HR system automatically alerts when qualifications expire. SPC software can now plot control charts in real time, reducing manual effort and ensuring quicker response. Activity discussion. Prompt: what digital tools are we currently using to support our QMS? What's one area where a new tool could significantly improve IATF compliance or efficiency? Encourage team members to reflect and discuss possible upgrades or gaps in the current digital ecosystem. This slide wraps up the module and opens the floor for Q&A. It's time to reinforce the key messages and encourage team interaction. Recap key takeaways. 1. Learn from common mistakes. Top management must stay engaged. Implementation should go beyond just ticking boxes. Strong root cause analysis, RCA, internal audits, and customer-specific requirements, CSR, are essential. 2. Embrace best practices. Strong leadership, process orientation, and data-driven decisions. Employee involvement and proactive risk management are crucial. 3. Leverage digital tools. Use tech to improve accuracy, efficiency, and accessibility in QMS processes. Final message: IATF 16949 is not just a certification, it's a framework for operational excellence and continual improvement. By avoiding common pitfalls and embracing best practices, your QMS will not only pass audits, but also drive real value for your organization and your customers. Q&A prompt. Open the floor by asking, what are some of the biggest challenges you faced while trying to implement QMS practices? Has anyone tried implementing one of these digital tools? What was your experience? Encourage open, supportive discussion.